Shalom, ladies and gentlemen. Today, as always, we'll be talking about our weekly Torah portion, Parshas Naso, the longest one in the Torah. But before that, before I translate the title, I have a confession to make. I like to count Jewish people. I like to count how many people came for Shacharis today, how many came for Mincha Mariv, how many came for Shabbos, how many joined for the Purim party, how many participated at the Seder, and then to tell everybody how many people. It's not good. There's a prohibition to count the Jews. On the other hand, our weekly Torah portion tells Naso et Rosh Bnei Israel that you should count, make a heads count literally of all the Jewish people. However, later on, centuries later, when King David making a census of all the kingdom, he was punished today. Everybody was punished today after that, and received the epidemics where 70,000 Jews died in these epidemics. And King David understands that it was his fault because he ordered a census. So what's the difference? What's the difference between counting the Jewish people in our weekly Torah portion when everything seems to be cool, and counting of King David, and where I go wrong when I count the Jews in a synagogue? The difference is because King David counted on his own, by his own initiative. In our weekly Torah portion, Torah tells us God ordered the census. So what's the difference? We all count. In the ancient world, it always was counted. How many slaves do you have? How many soldiers do you have? In the ancient world and nowadays as well. How many employees? How many friends on Facebook? How many rockets? How many tanks? Why do we count? To show our strengths, to feel the power. King David, he created the Jewish kingdom, the Jewish state. He's the first one that truly unified the Jewish people. He achieved a lot of victories in the battlefield. He ensured the security of Jewish people. He started to build the temple. His son, King Solomon, he actually built the temple. He extended the borders of the land of Israel. This was a magnificent time. And people, celebrities all over the world were coming to see the greatness of the King Solomon's kingdom. However, immediately after King Solomon passes away, the kingdom broke into two parts. And there, all the problems, all the tragedies, all the catastrophes in our nations took the path. I think maybe the Tanakh, the Bible, want us to draw this logical chain of events between the census that King David started to all the tragedies that we have. When the counting, the calculation, how many, it comes only to feel our own power or to show our strengths to somebody else. However, Torah, in our weekly Torah portion, when again and again it tells us to count the Jewish people, to make the census, this was God's commandments. And Rashi, the most important commentator on the Torah, tells us that God is doing it time after time, like He is going through the unique Jews that are part of His treasure, and this treasure are the Jewish people, the uniqueness of each one of us. And this is why Torah, when it tells in our weekly Torah portion to have a head count, literally it means lift the heads of the Jewish people, not just count. Make everyone unique. If you want to count, count the uniqueness of everybody. And if you are a king, employee, a general, a teacher, a rabbi, a parent, when you count the uniqueness. Lift their heads. Lift your own head and lift the head of others. Thank you very much. Good luck. I see you next week.